Hey guys, my name is Jacob Warndorf and I'm a UNC Wellness Center personal trainer. I'm here to bring you some tips on some of my favorite exercises and why I think they have value, right? So one of the things I try to get my clients to do, first foremost, is trying to get their hips to work correctly. Meaning I would love to see a good hinge position, right? This hinge position will not only help with developing your glutes, which are typically weak in most individuals, but it also save and spare your low back, which a lot of Americans have issues with. However, if things are messed up in your pelvis, meaning if you have some tighter anterior hip flexors that are maybe tilting the pelvis anteriorly, you're going to experience a lot of low back pain. So sometimes it takes a little while to get to this motion. However, once we get to that motion, I can get access to a hinge position. We can do all sorts of things in the training process. And one of my favorite exercises to do once you accomplish that is the kettlebell swing, right? So the kettlebell swing, probably, if I can get a client to do it, I feel like I've won, right? Because it attacks the glutes, it attacks the core, in the anterior part of the core, especially at the top of the swing, and the backside of the swing for the anterior hip, right, or the posterior hip parts. And so when you snap and you bring this kettlebell ballistically, there's something magical happen in that process, and things just seem to get better with my clients, right? So I'm going to show a classic example of that on the setup of a kettlebell swing, right? So you're going to sit back, tilt the bell back, right? And then you're going to snap that kettlebell right through your legs like you're trying to hike a football, connect with the inner thighs, snap the hips forward, exhale air out the top at the top of the swing, and then break and brace for that deceleration of the bell with your backside of your hips to then fire back through again, right? So let me show you an example here. And when you're training, right? Try to when you're trying something new, you always want to keep a little less volume. So don't do a ton of those right away. And again, if you have some of those problems with your anterior part of your hip or somewhere else in your low back, you probably want to avoid this exercise or go seek some coaching, okay? But either way, guys, try to work on your hinge, even if it's not a swing, right? Try to work on this position. The hip position is so important to spare your low back, to strengthen areas that we know we need to strengthen. They're going to help you be a better human.